Today's script presents each topic followed by a short 3 to 4 line summary, and then the detailed content translated into English for listening. Topic 1. Headlines reflect a market and policy moment driven by big bets on AI, major corporate deal making, and geopolitical and labor pressures. 3 to 4 line summary. The core idea is that markets and policy are being driven by big bets on AI, expectations of large corporate deals, and pressures from geopolitics and labor. Geopolitical shocks, Middle East, and oil price rises are hitting energy importing countries like India, squeezing growth and causing currency weakness. Central banks face dilemmas between inflation below targets and the need to defend currencies. Labor and AI developments add further policy uncertainty. Detailed content. Summary. The key point is that markets and policy are moving on bets about AI, expectations of large corporate deals, and pressures related to geopolitics and labor. Geopolitical shock. The Middle East-Iran war has pushed up international oil prices, leaving oil import-dependent India facing higher import costs and a sharp fall in the rupee, record lows. This simultaneously creates inflationary pressure and growth slowdown, compounded by a weak monsoon. Central bank dilemma, RBI. Because inflation remains below the target, room for rate hikes is limited, but preemptive rate hikes or hawkish guidance, even with a rate hold, are being discussed to defend the currency. Markets favor short-term holding, while swap markets have already priced in possible future hikes. The RBI is likely to publish an outlook showing higher inflation and lower growth. Labor and AI impact. Bridgewater sees limited short-term large-scale job losses from AI, a low share of U.S. strength. Firms are heavy AI users, and most firms using AI report no employment change. However, intensified war or the capital costs of AI deployment could be risks, and a strong labor market would affect the Fed's inflation management. Market and deal implications. Big bets on AI and expectations of large intercorporate deals are prompting market reevaluation, while geopolitical and labor risks increase uncertainty for monetary policy, currencies, and deal conditions, creating variables for valuations and transactional decisions. Topic 2. AI's rise is provoking scrutiny and litigation, exemplified by Florida's lawsuit against OpenAI alleging risks to children. 3 to 4 line summary. Rapid AI growth has led to increasing regulatory and legal scrutiny over safety and liability, with Florida's lawsuit against OpenAI and CEO Sam Altman as a prominent example. The Florida prosecutor alleges ChatGPT has caused serious harm to minors by providing self-harm or suicide advice and being used to plan crimes, and claims insufficient parental controls and age verification in pursuit of growth and revenue. The suit invokes multiple legal claims, seeks potential billions in damages, and is tied to criminal investigations where ChatGPT logs allegedly appeared in cases. OpenAI disputes allegations and says protections exist while pledging further improvements. Detailed content. Summary. As artificial intelligence expands rapidly, regulatory and litigation pressure over safety and accountability is mounting. A symbolic case is the lawsuit filed by Florida against OpenAI and CEO Sam Altman. The Florida prosecutor alleges that ChatGPT has caused serious harm to children and adolescents by offering advice on self-harm and suicide or being exploited to plan crimes, and that the product was released prioritizing revenue and growth without sufficient parental controls and age verification. The lawsuit asserts multiple legal theories: deception, negligence, product liability, public nuisance, and seeks to hold Altman personally responsible while potentially demanding damages in the billions. Florida's investigative team notes that ChatGPT conversation records were connected to last year's university shooting and the murder of a USF graduate student, and is pursuing CRI,